Welcome back to the session. We got a nice little joint here. First joint of the day. It's about 8:26 in the morning. I have court today at 9 in the morning, and we're pretty much right outside the courthouse. We're just not on the courthouse premises. We're like a minute away. But yeah, I think I have to go in today and then request a hearing so I can basically, plead not guilty, no contest for a speeding ticket. Because, the officer, he wasn't sitting on the side with the gun out. Me and some other cars are driving this way. It's a 2-lane highway. He's coming this way. He wants to pull me over and say that I was speeding when I wasn't really speeding. And he even told me, he said, just plead not guilty for the ticket. And this was some months ago. And so that's what we got going on today. Put down that tobacco. Y'all don't gotta smoke that garbage no more. But there is 7 days left. Bitcoin Lithium. We got a full week left for, until we see who are the airdrop winners, who won in the rewards program. And pretty much, we'll get the final countdown of the last, 2 stages after these 7 days. Because we're on, 17 or either 16 or 17, either stage 16 or stage 17. I think we're on stage 16 right now. And then in 2 days or whatever, we'll be at stage 17. And then 4 days after that, boom, stage 18. And then it's like, you know what I'm saying? Once we get to stage 20, that final countdown will be there, for when the token, is fully live and tradable, and once it's tradable, you can start cashing in, you can start cashing in those funds. I really believe, at launch, we can get like 45-50 cents for one token. And, you got 6 figures worth of tokens. I mean, you could do the math. But that's why I'm so excited for the rewards program, because first place prize is 1.2 million tokens. That's a hefty bag. You know what I'm saying? 1.2 million tokens, even at the price of 7 cents of where it will be at in 2 days, that's still a hefty bag, So that's why I'm so excited, bro. We got 7 days. We'll see who wins the rewards program, but my hat's in the bag for that for sure. Hopefully they select us, first place, second place, third place, fourth place, fifth place. But I feel like I can do better. I feel like I can do better than fifth place, just because of how hard I've been going for the Bitcoin Lithium community. No one's posted as many YouTube videos as I have for Bitcoin Lithium, and that's a fact. Just type in Bitcoin Lithium on YouTube and you'll see my fucking face. I've shared the tweets every single day, tweeting at Bitcoin Lithium every single day for those additional rewards. We've got other people involved into the Bitcoin Lithium community, a part of that referral program. So, we did our part. We contributed and we did our part in the Bitcoin Lithium community. Not only did we put money in, we spread the word. We got other people to invest into Bitcoin Lithium. And like I said, we've continued to spread the word, from, in person to on Twitter to making these videos on YouTube every single day. So I believe I'll get blessed with an airdrop, or, we place in the rewards program. I believe I'm going to get even more tokens than what I got. I already got hit with free incentives, basically, free tokens. We already got blessed. So that's why I feel like we're going to get blessed again, because, we put the work in this pre-sale for sure. You know what I'm saying? Most people just had to do a little investment, sit back and relax and, not worry about it. But, we were tapped in every single day. And I think it's amazing that there's literally only 7 days left. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're already here. We're already here. 7 days left. I'm super excited for this shit, man, because as they're trying to change the world with Bitcoin Lithium, by going green, that good clean energy, like everything they're trying to do in the world already, by trying to cut out as much oil and gas use as possible, and really just use more lithium and things like that. With Bitcoin Lithium, they're going to be able to fund a lot of those projects, and we'll see how far this token can really go. Like we know at launch it'll do some numbers, and initial investors are going to be able to get a nice profit, but for the long term, we'll see what happens. And it's like when you got a certain amount staked and you're getting rewards back every single day, you know what I'm saying? If you take rewards, it's not coming out of your stake pool. That's just extra tokens that they gave you, passive income that they gave you for, allowing your tokens to go to work. So, imagine if you're getting like, if price gets over $1 and you're getting like 800, 900 tokens a day for free because of what you have staked. Literally, you're making like $800, $900 a day, and you could just pull that out, and it's like, damn, you're getting fully funded off of your investment. That's insane to even think about. And a lot of people aren't really thinking like that. They don't know, but like, there's so much there. It's more than potential at this point, with Bitcoin Lithium. If you set yourself up correctly. You got 7 days left though, so like at this point, if you don't have a bag to put in, if you don't have a bag to put in, I will still try to get into the referral program. You got 7 days left. Try to, make as much noise as possible, you know what I'm saying? Try to lock in as many entries as you can, because you could potentially still get, airdropped 10,000 tokens, 15,000 tokens, you know what I'm saying? And still get, some type of return back, So it's important to, lock in, But hey, everybody's not going to lock in, and that's on y'all. But for the ones who are tapped in, the ones who did get locked in, locked in with your gains, and now just like, damn, are we going to get extra rewards? You know what I'm saying? Even if we don't get nothing off the rewards program, or don't get none of that little extra airdrops, we're still good with what we have, because we're still getting, our stake and passive income every single day. You know what I'm saying? It's hitting every single day. So our token count increases every single day because of what I have staked. And so it's really about, locking in and staying focused, because, hey, time is here, man. It's really here. It's a beautiful day out today. It's probably gonna be hot today. And yes, you know what I'm saying, we could face a whole joint before going into the courthouse, because, weed affects everyone differently. Some people can't function off a dro, you know what I'm saying? Some people get too high and they, I don't know, get goofy with it. But this is just like, taking some daily vitamins for me. And same with some other stoners and smokers too that, that really smoke. A joint is just like, taking some vitamins. Because there's so many health benefits. There's so many health benefits that are attached to cannabis that you can only receive when you're not using tobacco. If you're using tobacco with your weed, then any positive, health effects that could have happened for you gets thrown off from the poison of the tobacco you are smoking. That's what's gonna fuck your lungs. Not an organic raw paper. Do your research. Get off of my shorts comments talking about why are you smoking. Motherfucker, you don't know me at all. And most of y'all are, they really should just 18 and up the shit, because I think I could manually do that shit in the settings though too. Because I don't want, y'all young bulls commenting on my shit. Oh, why are you smoking? Shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all speaking on things you don't have no knowledge about. Some black folks swear that, they had it the hardest, but I swear marijuana gets discriminated on the most. Some people fucking hate cannabis, and it's like, damn, like, why? Then you got the folks, who understand cannabis and they can appreciate it because they understand. But we got 7 days left in the pre-sale. I'm gonna conclude this video because I don't know exactly what time it is, and we've been going for about 12 minutes. So I'm gonna tap in with y'all. I'm gonna get in this courthouse, find a park after I, kill this joint. And shit, I'm gonna tap in with y'all on the next episode.